So Pete Hegseth, who is Trump's new defense secretary, dodged a question last week regarding whether or not he'd shoot American citizens in the leg at Trump's behest, and his answer was honestly terrifying.
In June of 2020, then President Trump directed former Secretary of Defense Mark Esper to shoot protesters in the legs in downtown D.C., an order Secretary Esper refused to comply with. Would you carry out such an order from President Trump?
Senator, I was in the Washington, D.C. National Guard unit that was in Lafayette Square during those events.
Would you carry out an order to protesters in the legs?
I saw 50 Secret Service agents get injured by rioters trying to jump over the fence, church on fire, and destroy a statue.
That sounds to me that you will comply with such an order. You will shoot protesters in the legs.
So this should be a pretty easy question to answer. The answer should be no, I wouldn't shoot protesters in the leg. That would be unconstitutional. However, what he specifically said was that he was in the National Guard unit that was in Lafayette Square, and that 50 Secret Service agents got injured with rioters trying to hop the fence. In his defense, he was in the National Guard unit in Lafayette Square, and in fact, around 60 Secret Service officers were injured that day, with 11 of them needing to be sent to the hospital. But is a protest or a riot where there are clashes with police a valid reason to shoot protesters in the leg like Trump was asking for? In the event protesters had scaled the White House fence, the Secret Service would actually have the right to use lethal force against protesters. But again, protests never made it over the fence. They were only in Lafayette Square, where again, there is no rationalization whatsoever to shoot protesters in that scenario. So I guess the question that I want to leave you with is this. If Trump asks the Secretary of Defense to shoot you in the leg because you're protesting against his support for Israel or his H-1B visa stance, will you be cool with the fact that there is a bullet in your leg? And will you try to make the argument that it's constitutionally valid as well?